All right. Good morning, everybody. Okay, this is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. Today, today we are Six Figures Booking Freight from Home show. So it's going to be a kind of an intense program. Today we're going to be talking about some things that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about them. We're also going to do some spot training on the process of dispatching, kind of refresh everybody's memory, refresh everybody's tools and skill set on how to get started and how to go about finding your carriers and how to go about booking freight and the whole process. So we're going to go with that. But first, we're going to talk about what it means to work from home and how important that has become in light of this outbreak of coronavirus. So, and I've always known that working from home was the best way to go. And now it seems like the rest of the world is forced to take a look at that also. But first of all, let's get started. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. Hopefully everyone can hear me. We're going to start, and everyone can see my screen. Can you all see the screen? And can everyone hear me?
I can see you and hear you, Kevin.
Good morning. Yes, I can see. Good morning.
Great. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. We got some people. We got quite a few people on already, and we got a whole bunch of people looking to join us here as we go along. All right. Everyone had a great week. I had a wonderful week. Had a wonderful week. I don't know what you all are experiencing, but it seems like there's a lot of new freight. Well, freight is moving more frequently. I don't know if you all have noticed that, but me and my team over here at RBBS Transport, LLC, we've noticed that freight is moving more frequently. There seems to be more and more repeat runs. Okay. And a lot of that has to do with the sign of the times and what's going on with this new health crisis and the new outbreak of the coronavirus. So, this is just the government and shippers and everyone who was involved in keeping this country running. They're trying to get ahead of things. So what they're doing is they're increasing their outgoing shipments to different places, trying to keep these stores stocked and trying to keep everything on the up and up. Now, I don't know if you all have noticed that, but that's some of the stuff that I pay attention to. Okay, and I look at how many loads we get that are repeats, how many more new requests we get from brokers, and they're asking us, do we have more available trucks? Can you assign 15, 20, or 30 trucks to us to be on hand? There's a lot of stuff going on. Walmart is reaching out to different trucking companies and doing their side contracts with them because they don't have enough trucks to meet the demand. So they're reaching out to other carriers like Covenant, some of the other ones that they are used to dealing with, and they're putting their trucks on standby and they're paying them just to sit there and be on standby. So you all will probably start seeing a lot of that too as well as it gets deeper and deeper and deeper into the industry. Okay. These things normally happen around wintertime and Christmas time when shipments are really, 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 at an all-time high. But this time of the year, this is usually about the, kind of the break into the spring and summertime. Those pick up, but nothing like what we're seeing now with companies doing this, doing the things that they normally do during the Christmas, and the Thanksgiving and the New Year's holidays. So things are gonna get pretty fast-paced, scary, and exciting. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Okay.
I'm doing pretty good, Mr. Butler.
All right. That's what's up. All right. first of all, let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about, if you all want to, and I'm gonna be asking you all, what does it mean for you to be working from home, especially at this time? Now, while you all gather your thoughts, I am going to kind of go over some of the things, what it's meant to me, okay? I learned a long time ago that working my own business was the only way to free myself from the rat race, and the only way to free myself from someone else having control of my financial health. Okay, what I mean by my financial health is, you know, bills got to be paid. I don't care what's going on in the world, bills still got to be paid. I don't think the mortgage, company is going to say, well, Mr. Butler, because of the coronavirus, we're going to not, foreclose on your home because you missed 8, 9 payments because you weren't able to go to work because everybody was scared to go outside, and you were scared you were going to catch this thing and die. All right, they're still going to want the mortgage payment. The insurance company, they're not going to let up off you because of a pandemic, okay? Unless the only thing that will save us from paying our normal bills and our normal obligations, if the world leaders ordered what do they call it? Somebody help me out. What's what I'm looking for? Where they have all of the curfews and everything like that. Somebody help me out. I'm looking for the word.
You're talking about martial law?
Martial law. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that will save you from having to pay your obligations. Okay? Now, the bad part about it is, well, I guess it's not bad, but the good news is, if that happens, we all effed anyway. If they get to the point where it's martial law, it's basically every man and woman for themselves. Okay? That means everything anything everything that you kind of counted on, it all changes from that point. It goes way back to the beginning of the days when it was survival of the fittest. Only the strong survive. Okay? So if it gets to that point, bills won't matter. Okay? So, but until that happens, guess what? You still gotta pay, right? You gotta pay your light bill. You gotta pay your cell phone bill. You gotta pay your mortgage or your rent. You gotta pay your car note, your insurance. You gotta pay for your health care insurance, and all that stuff you gotta pay for. Okay? So just remember that. Excuse me, I was eating some popcorn. And y'all know how you can eat popcorn and get all in. I hate that. Okay? But until that happens, you still gotta pay your bills. Everybody's still gonna expect you to pay your bills. And if you don't pay your bills, then what happens? Your credit's gonna go really bad. Something's gonna get repossessed. Home can get foreclosed on, and nobody wants that. But that's just the reality. Now, I learned a long time ago because I started out homeless, so I guess I kind of had a leg up. I was already at the lowest point that I could be, down and out. Didn't have any place to lay my head. Didn't know where I was gonna wake up the next day. So I started out homeless. When I started, my whole business thing. Now before that, I had worked for some companies that had some great jobs, but that's all they were. They were jobs. Okay, that's all they were, jobs. Which means I was dependent on someone else. And if something happened in the grand scheme of things that caused my job to go away, then guess what? I'm out. And that's kind of basically what happens why I wound up homeless. That and some other things, some things that were my fault. But regardless of the case, starting out from where I was, it gave me a big advantage because I had nowhere to go but up. But I knew I didn't want to go back to depending on a job. I knew that for a fact. I knew that under no circumstances was I ever going to be stuck at a job ever again in my life. So I made the commitment and jumped out there and said, I'm gonna start my own business. And it's gonna be one that I can work from just about anywhere on the face of the planet and still be in a position to take care of my financial health. Because when it boils down to it, that's what it's all about. So that's is the worth of it to me. And not only that, it has actually helped me to do far more than I first envisioned it. Okay, you know, working from home is and I'm gonna see it, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Hey, oh, you just break." No, I'm not bragging, but people need to hear this. Working from home has made me a millionaire. It literally has. My wife and I were sitting down, going over some stuff, and we got a phone call. No, I'm sorry, we got an email from some company that wanted us to invest in something or wanted us to look at something, and we asked them, you know, how did you get our information? And they said that they had a list of, you know, millionaires, people who are their net worth was $1 million. I was like, you ain't worth $1 million, I don't think. So, but then because I was still under the thinking of, do I make $1 million per year? No. Okay. But if I pool together all of my assets, all of my investments, all of my wife's assets, the worth of our business, the worth of our home, everything that we have, yes, we are well over $1 million in net worth. And it's not something that happened like, boom, you're like, oh, I'm a millionaire. No, that's not how it happens. It's a gradual thing. It's a thing that's in constant working. You're constantly building. You're putting things into play over here. You're putting things into play over there. They're all coming together. And before you even realize it, okay, that dream of becoming a millionaire is tapping you on your shoulder and it's saying, hey, I'm full grown now. You know, don't look now, but you are a full grown millionaire. And that's how it happens. Now, does my lifestyle change dramatically, all the extravagant stuff? No. I still have a, you know, what's considered a modest home. You know, by some standards, by other standards, it's considered very, very nice. But nothing really changes. We don't start going off the Sandro Pay and having long yacht rides and then they don't buy a yacht or something, this and that. All that is not what is there's a long ways from being that. But where I am now is directly contributed to work from home, specifically from the trucking industry. Okay, so this industry has the ability to literally save a lot of people's lives. At the very least, save their financial health, put them back in good health financially. And there are so many opportunities within this industry, the freight, trucking, shipping industry, so many opportunities within this industry that can literally make you into a millionaire, that can literally put you in a position where you never have to depend on a job ever again. So with that being said, I've told you all what it means to me and what it has done for me. Now I want to know from some of you all, what does working from home mean to you, especially now? Everybody rush at one time. Nobody wants to share that? I know I'm asking y'all to share your feelings and share your hopes and dreams and everything, but hey, that's what we do on here, we share. So let's hear from some of you. Anybody, before I start calling on people. We have everybody mics, so everybody has muted their mics. All right, I'm gonna start with Damien. Darren, can you hear me?
What's up, Calvin? I just logged on.
Okay. The question was, in light of this pandemic, okay, everyone is just now starting to realize that working from home is the thing to do because they don't have a choice now. A lot of
Mhm.
companies are set, well, some companies are set up that people can work from home, but a lot of companies, they're not set up that way. So what does being able to work from home, what does that mean to you?
Oh man, it means a whole lot, a whole lot. You know, I get to do everything I want. You know, I work when I want, but it really changed. I have a young baby, and I'm here with her every day.
Yeah.
You know, so it do a whole lot for me.
So not only has it increased your financial health, it's increased your family, it's giving you the, that intangible thing that money can't replace.
Correct.
That, bonding with, with your little baby.
Me, because my first child, I worked in the food industry at night for over 10 years, and
Mm,
that takes away a lot,
yeah.
from your family when you work overnight. So it changed my life.
Yeah, look, I understand that totally. When I was in the mortgage industry and in sales, it was all about, being there to sell, 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 sell. I gotta tell you, spend a lot of time with my daughter early on. And that's one thing I'm grateful for. From the time she was a baby to the time she was about 7 or 8 years old, we spent, it seemed like, every moment together. So we developed a bond. So when things went bad for me, and I wasn't able to connect with her like that in her, preteen, well, in her early teen years. So I kind of missed that early teen time on up to the point when she was about 17, 18 years old. And then I was able to reconnect with her after that time. But there was something that was missed, okay, in between those times. We still have a bond because we formed that bond early on, but it helps you to regret the times that I missed in between that. And that's something you can't get back. I don't care how hard you try. I don't care how many cars you buy your kids. I don't care how many or whatever else you do, the pen, the tuition, the pen, the rent, the pen, whatever. You can't replace that in this time. Okay, and if I had to go back and do it all over again, I would have started my first business when I first got out the military. That's what I would have did. But hindsight is always 2020. Okay. Um, but what has it meant to your financial health and your financial state of mind, Darren?
It changes a lot. Um, I could basically get my kids anything they want, and um, I can go anywhere I want. But it changes a lot, man. I'm blessed for that.
Look, there is nothing, there's no better feeling than not worrying about how you're gonna pay for stuff or where they're gonna get money from when I don't even worry about stuff that pops up anymore. Because in the past, if the car broke down and I took it to the dealership and said it's gonna be $1,100, to fix the car, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get this money from? I can't. I gotta catch the bus. Work. Oh man, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? But now I don't even worry about that. My, my truck, my my Cadillac truck, it needs a what's the thing is a transmission control module. I mean, I'd be driving down the street on the interstate doing 60, 70 miles an hour, and all of a sudden it would shift into a lower gear by itself. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I'm doing 60, 70 miles an hour. All of a sudden you hear this, and your vehicle's like it's struggling, like it don't want to move. And you at a fast rate of speed, all of a sudden it's like something just throws it back. And that's scary. So I immediately took it to the dealership. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. So I let them keep it for 2 weeks and let them drive it because it didn't happen all the time. It just it would just happen. And they had called me and said, Mr. Butler, we can't duplicate the problem. The diagnostic thing is not showing anything. And I kept telling them, no, keep it. And they kept saying, well, do you need another a replacement vehicle? I said, no, I've got 3 vehicles. Well, I'm not worried about that. Just keep it and drive it. You can have your tech guy to drive it home, drive it to the store, do whatever he does, because I want him to experience that problem. And it had been about 2 weeks, and they had called me up that weekend and said, well, we're gonna keep it until Monday. If it doesn't happen by then, you're gonna have to come pick it up, and then we'll just see what we can do from that point on. And sure enough, that Sunday, while the tech was driving it, not only did it shift to a lower gear, it shifted in reverse while he was driving. Luckily, he was in town and wasn't on the interstate or anything, but he was in town. He had stopped at a light, and when he got ready to pull off, the car just started going backwards. Now that's scary, right? So they called me up Monday morning, and they're like, okay, yeah, now we know what the problem is, right? And it's like 800 and they want to charge me like 700, close, 740 something. I've got it on my page here. I put it on the Parts for Less page, because y'all know I own another business called Parts for Less, people prices without the big full. But I put it on that page, and I believe the price for that thing was around $700 some odd dollars or whatever it was, and the labor is $1,195. Oh, and there it is right there. It right here. And can y'all see that? That's the thing that's like they wanted. What y'all like? What that thing? They wanted $720.91. That's what the Cadillac dealership wanted. That's Dale Earnhardt. I'm not trying to put them on blast. I mean, they make their money how they make their money. But fortunately enough, I own a parts business, so I was able to get it for $345. Brand new with the lifetime warranty. Ship, free of charge, and I saved myself $375 just on the part alone. Okay, so having my own business and not have, but my point is this: I don't worry about stuff like that anymore. Stuff like that, it doesn't really faze me anymore, because I know where my money's coming from, and I know it keeps flowing, and I know I'm in control of that to about 90-95%. Because I know what the trucking industry is never going to stop shipping freight. That I do know. I know that for a fact. You look around you, everything that you have came on a truck. If the trucking industry shuts down, the world is going to shut down. So that means it's game over for everyone. So that goes back to choosing a home business and industry that you know is stable. And the question is, there's not that many industry that is uniquely geared toward stability as the trucking and the freight industry is. Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah, that's true.
I agree too, Calvin.
I agree.
Exactly. Because nothing runs without it being on a truck first. I mean, if you look around you, this mouthwash, this phone, this doggone wallet right here, the very ground you walk on, the pavement, the paint on the street, still on the roads,
Houses.
Yeah, everything you wear, everything you eat, everything you ride in, the perfume you put on, the soap you bathe with, the toilet tissue y'all know what you do with that. But everything came on the back of a truck. There's anything you can't look around you right now that you can spot and say it did not come on the back of the truck. Shoot, even some of the trees that are out there came on the back of the truck because they were planted. Everything came on the back of a truck. It is the most dependent upon industry on the planet. That's how important this is. Now, with that great importance comes a lot of great opportunities. And a lot of those opportunities can be done right from where? At home. Sitting right here looking at what? Your computer. Technology has made it so that you can replace your job. A lot of you right now are already starting to notice that you replace your job's income from working at home. And it doesn't take that long, okay? If you are doing this consistently and you're doing it the right way, okay? Now, I've never done this. I've never made a prediction or giving a time frame of how soon you should be seeing profitability. But, so this is the first, and I'll probably never do it again. But if you're doing things the right way, if you are making a phone call, if you are, learning the scripts, preparing yourself to be a better salesperson, if you're doing that, if you're networking with people, if you're doing that, if you're taking advantage of the strategies and stuff that we put out there, the average person of average intellect, 90 days, tops. Okay, now some may take a little bit longer than that. Some do it much quicker. Right? Damien, how long did it take you to grasp this?
I say about 2 months after I'm in, I had like 4 carriers.
Okay, but in doing so, that means you spend a lot of time. I'm doing what?
I'm making calls.
Okay, and before that, going over all the different videos and the material, right?
Yeah, I watched all the most of the videos, and I mean, me driving, I'm watching the videos just to learn. And
Now, did y'all hear what he just said? Him driving. He did this while he was driving. Do y'all know how big of a demand it is to, how big of a commitment that he made to do this business while he was driving full time as a truck driver, right?
No, not as a truck driver.
Okay.
I'm actually doing Lyft. And
all right, I got you. So you were doing Lyft.
Yeah, I actually was listening to it, and I had a guy came in the car, and he was interested. And I remember we spoke a while back when I said this guy was interested because he heard what I was talking about.
So look, and do you drive Lyft now?
Nah.
I said, nah, you don't drive Lyft anymore. All right, look. Yeah. I can't say much more than that. Okay. Now that's what it's meant to him. Does anybody want to share what this means to you as a person and your financial health and being able to work from home, or what the possibilities of it bring to you? Okay. Does anybody want to share that? Now I want everybody to remember these are live broadcasts. These are broadcasts live on YouTube, live on we're on about 12 to 15 different Facebook groups, and these are recorded and hundreds of thousands of people see it. So make sure if you all are have anything up to you on camera, make sure that it's presentable and that it can go on here, because we don't cut this stuff out. Okay? Y'all want to make sure of that. Like if you got your shirts off and stuff, you want to make sure that you put your shirts and stuff on. All right. All right. So if you're on here now and you're bare chested or whatever the case may be, put a shirt on. Because this is live. Okay. And we can't put this stuff on YouTube if there's stuff that's objectionable. Y'all understand that, right? So let's remember that before y'all start turning your cameras on, before you all start turning your mics on and stuff. Make sure that the area is things around you and you are presentable and being respectful to others. All right. So let's just keep that in mind. All right. Does anyone else want to share what working from home means to you before we move on?
I'll go ahead and say something.
Okay.
Basically to me it just means, you know, having something to depend on, something more reliable. I know like a lot of people feel like entrepreneurship is not really reliable, but it is because it's all about what you do. And so as long as you're doing what you got to do, you know that you have something to fall back on. And that's not something that you can say when you're working for somebody else. You know, everything depends on what they want, or you know, everything depends on them or their business and their company. But um they're not concerned about you. They're not concerned about you or your family. So when you are working from home and you have your own business, you looking out for your interests. It's all about you. So you can really make it do what you want it to do.
Exactly. Look, it gives you peace of mind. If not
Right.
anything else. Now, not only, but you know, but you can't pay bills with peace of mind. So when you're looking for something to do at home, make sure it's something that can grow and something that it can expand. And that's what I love about this industry. I love it about this industry because think about how your dispatch firms and your freight brokerage firms and things of that nature are set up. If we take a look at, now she said something very that kind of caught my ear, when she said that companies, they're really not that concerned with you because you're really just making them money because you're not really making yourself money now. And I'm gonna use a personal experience. When my wife and I were dating, she worked for a company where they, print these shirts, the printing press company. And y'all know what I mean? She worked for that for that type of company. Okay, so give me a second here. She worked for a printing press company. All right, she worked for a printing press company, and that company printed, on the shirts. And can everyone still see my screen and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
All right, she worked for a printing press company. All right, and they print shirts. Okay, now my wife, being who she is, she's very good at what she does. Okay, she worked for this company for about a total of about 5 years. The whole time that we were dating, well, not the whole time, but she worked for the company for her because we had been dating for like, my wife and I dated for like 12 years. We knew each other for a total of 17 years. So I mean, we've been friends. Oh my God, we've been friends for almost 20 years. So that's a long time to be chasing someone, huh? But she finally let me catch it. But she worked for this printing company, and they have these big printing press. They have all these printing press, and they had like 9 different types of printing press. Now she was so good that she ran her printing press on the lowest number, which is the fastest speed, because they go from 12, 11, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, like that, and 0. 0 being the fastest, 12 being the slowest. Okay, at 12, it prints about maybe 50, 60, about maybe a couple of hundred shirts per hour, right? But on 0 and 2, it's printing like 2,400 shirts per hour. A lot of shirts, right? Yeah, I mean, it's spinning them out, right? She operated her press, and let me remind you that she knew how to work every press on the floor, all 9 of them. And there was a press on the floor that she could not operate at 0, the fastest speed there was. She never operated a press anything above 2 or 4. When everyone else was averaging around 8 and 10, or maybe 6 at the best, she was on 0 and 2. Okay, so she's printing up 2,400, sometimes almost 3,000 shirts per hour, popping them out. And her reprint rate was less than 2%. So she only had to reprint no more than 2% of the shirts, which means that's the only one that she made an error on. It was either out of focus or offline or whatever the case may be. Now, bear with me because this is kind of a, but it all makes sense to you in a second on how this all correlates. Everyone else had a reprint rate. The average reprint rate for the company, the entire company, was around 9%. Hers was 2%. And she was printing way more shirts than everyone else was. Even the supervisors couldn't operate more than 2 or 3 presses, right? So they would go and get her when a press broke down or it had a malfunction or the person was working on a manner that shouldn't be working, they get her to go in and reset it and get that person back on track. They even had her to train all the new people that came in. Now, mind you, she had been with this company for about 5 years when she came up for her review board to see if she was going to get $1.75 raise. They was paying her like $12.50 an hour. Okay, and then she was having her review, her yearly review. Now, I had never known about the yearly reviews before that because we had kind of just started dating. I wasn't really all of her business over this and that. But as we got more and more serious, she started sharing more and more stuff with me because she knew I ran my own businesses and that. So she told me, she was up for her review and she could possibly get $1.75 raise. I'm like, well, that's great. But then I got to thinking about it. I said, $1.75. And then she started telling me about how fast she run her press and how everybody else is doing. I was like, hold up, let's see if I got this right. You have supervisors who can't operate more than 3 presses, but you can operate all 9. Everyone else in the company, in the entire company, not just this location, but in the entire company nationwide, can't run their presses on anything below 6. But you run yours on 0 and 2. So y'all know me. I got online, started looking up the company, and started looking up their production numbers. Because all that's public information. You can find anything online. So I was able to find their production numbers and what their cost was per shirt. And from that, I was able to figure out what they was charging the contracts to the different companies that contracted. They had contracts with the NFL, NBA, all the major sports. They get the shirts for the Super Bowl, the NBA championship, the March Madness, and NCAA, NASCAR, Major League Baseball. They had all the big contracts. Okay, so based on that, I was able to extrapolate and figure out what her production brought to the company in matters of profit in dollars. Okay, so her production, right? Just her production alone, out of the entire company, her production brought in money-wise to the company of about $26,000 per week. That's what her production, just hers alone. The average production for the company that everyone else was doing, the highest it was closest to her was about $10,000. And there was only a few people that was doing that. Everyone else was doing about 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there per week. So that means she had a production. So it means her production each month was just off the charts. So I asked her, I said, I tell you what, on your review, would you mind if I went in and, as your rep and presented your case for this $1.75 raise? And, no, didn't have a problem with that. So she checked with the company and she said that I have I'm someone who wants to, present, because I'm not that great with speaking with people. This is that, she says, but this person is going to come in and he's going to present my case for getting the $1.75 raise. So, so here it is. I went in and I said, good morning, everyone was sitting down. It was all sitting over this and that. Had her supervisor, the regional and district managers, they was all there and everything. And so I had the little thing about the little slide thing, and it was like, who is this blankety blankety blank? So I pulled up the slides and stuff and started showing numbers. I'm not gonna call the company's name, but of such companies last year, your gross yearly earnings for last year was $487 million. Your average employee accounts for, on a yearly basis, account for about maybe $26,000 to $36,000 of that gross revenue. Mrs. Johnson accounted for $496,000 of your gross revenue. Here you have a gap where the average, everyone else is producing about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. She's producing almost $500,000 of revenue. Now, here's the bad part about that. She's paid less than 70% of your company's employees. She does 4 times more production than your managers do. Your managers can't even operate more than 3 or 4 of the 9 presses that you all have in operation right now. Anybody here want to take a guess at how many she can operate? She operates all of them. Everyone else is operating at a speed of 6, 7, 8, 9 on average. She operates her press at 0 and 2. So here's what I am proposing. You all can keep the $1.75. We don't want it. Instead, matter of fact, you can keep her entire base pay. Whatever you're paying her per hour, take it back down to 0 because we don't want that. We want her to be paid on her production. So you keep your health insurance, you keep your 401k, you keep all the other benefits that you are offering her. You can take all of that away and let's start from scratch and only pay her what she is worth. So here's what we're proposing. Just pay her 20% of her production each week. Now, in case y'all want to know what that looks like, okay, in case you want to know what that looks like, now remember, her production each week was somewhere around, it was up there. She was producing a whole bunch of shirts. So on average, she was bringing to the company, roughly $63,000. Okay. And we propose that they just pay her 20% of that. Now, you think they was gonna pay her $12,600 per week? Does anybody think they did that? Does anybody think they actually did that?
No.
No. But every last one of them looked like they were just shocked. I say, look, I don't expect y'all to pay her that, but here's what we do expect. We expect you to pay her a respectable wage, respectable revenue based on what she's bringing to your company. Now, if you can't do that, I'm going to suggest to her that she find something else. The very next day, they brought her in. She had a meeting with the I don't. Anyway, he had to come from corporate. Getting out of corporate. They made her a regional supervisor. They bumped her pay up from like $12.50 per hour to like $19 or something per hour. Right? She got a different type of expense perks and stuff. This and that, you know, company car, all that type of BS. All right, but that was not my real motive for wanting to go in and do that and show them. I wasn't there to show them that they was grossly underpaying her. My real motive was to show her that no matter what they're paying you, they're not nearly paying you enough to compensate you for what you bring to the company. You're never, ever going to be paid what you are worth. I don't care if you got a job that's paying you $100,000 per week or per month or whatever the case may be, because if you're making $100,000 per month, you can bet your bottom dollar the company making $100 million per month. They're never going to pay you what you're worth. That's not the way it's set up. I wanted to plant the seed in her mind that she is never going to be paid what she's worth. And guess what? She got it. So she took that position, but guess what? In less than 8 months, she quit and started her own business. And she has never looked back since. That was a perfect example of showing someone what starting your own thing can do for you. Because even if you start your own thing, you're not making, if you're working for a company and that company is making, you know, $100,000, you know, per year off of your efforts, and they're only paying you $10,000, or they're making $300,000, they're only paying you $30,000, right? If you start your own business, even in the same type of business that you're working in, you start your own business and you're only making what? $80,000, which is nowhere near what the company is making, but it's still what? A lot more than what they was paying you, right? Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
That's the importance of being in control of your own financial health. As y'all know, my wife started her own business, Latest Touch, I'm the LLC. She started her own business. She's all over Facebook. She's all over YouTube and all other places and that. And she does, and she has a cleaning service. She don't just clean houses stuff, but she cleans like these big construction sites. She goes on those, and she is now one of the few women contractors in Tallahassee, which means when they have a bid on something that's a huge bidding project, like a large apartment complex or a housing development, whatever's in there, she gets to go in and bid on those contracts like all the big guys, right? Her very first one out the gate landed her a 444 unit apartment complex. And she went in and negotiated for them to pay her $410 per unit. There's a team of about 7 to 10 employees. She went in and negotiated $410 per unit. Good contract. After paying all her people and everything, and they got paid very well because she was paying them each like $12 per hour. She walked away. Anybody want to take a guess at what she walked away with when that contract was over? And that contract lasted for it only took them about 5 months to complete. It took them 2 months or 3 months to build the entire complex. But after that, the management of the apartment complex paying her company services to stay on. So they just loved the way she set up their units and had the units clean and spotless and just looking great when they got ready to show a unit. There's nothing like catching that bug. When you catch that bug that I want to start my own business, and if you do it right, there's no limit on how far you can go. She's out right now because now not only do she have these some big contracts, She also does houses and things of that nature. So she's got 2 separate crews now. One crew handles the big, on the construction contract. The other crew handles what? The different houses and, townhomes and businesses and things like that. Okay? Because look, you have got to get to the point to where, wait a second here. I don't want that. Wait a second. You've got to get to the point to where, and this is her website, you've got to get to the point where you can literally control your own business, okay? When you control your own financial health. The services that she provides, she has training and safety videos that she has to put up now because she does a lot of the type contracts of that nature, okay? So, working from home is not the thing that it used to be way back in the day. Oh, you got a home business. Oh, you got one of those pyramid schemes. You got this, you got that. So that's not what it means to work from home now. And unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, the rest of the world now is forced to come to the realization that this may be the new norm. But all of us are ahead of the curve. Because we are already ingrained into a profession, into an industry that we can create our own opportunities. So here's what's going to happen. For those of you who are looking to start your own platforms or things of that nature, this is a good time to do it. Am I worried about creating competition? No, I'm not worried about it. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. Okay? I just worry about what we are set here to do. We are set here to show you all how to create your own revenue. Right? A lot of you have already started your own platforms. Y'all have seen a lot of people who started with us, and now they have their own platform. They have their own dispatch firm. All of you are here to start your own dispatch firm or your own brokerage firm. You worried about you competing with RBBS Transport? No. You have our clientele. There is plenty enough clientele out there for you all to go after. But if you're gonna do it now. Okay, this is the best time if you're on this type of role or this type of mentality. This is the best time to expand and grow your firm. Because the rest of the world is just now catching up. They're just now coming to the realization that I need something that I can do from home. We can't be around massive people anymore. Okay, this whole thing has caused a serious wake-up call. And you all are already ahead of the curve. Each and every last one of you. Because you've already started. You already have tools and resources. You already have formed a network that you all can go and depend on. And here's the ironic thing. This whole situation is gonna cause this industry to explode. Because you are gonna start seeing freight, and I thought that this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when they first started this thing. You all are gonna start seeing freight move at a massive level. You go to the grocery store now, there's no toilet paper. You know what I'm talking about? Why they buying up so much toilet paper? Who knows what people think about in times like these? There's no toilet paper, but there's plenty of vitamins and and supplements to increase your immune system, right? But everyone's buying toilet paper. But it doesn't matter because toilet paper has to be what? Shipped in, right? And so does water, so does medicine, so does non-perishable foods, so do cleaning materials, gloves, masks, everything's got to be shipped in. And that demand is going to get even greater because with people staying home, stuff has to be brought directly up to them. So these companies that make their living or make their business on delivering to home, they're going to have stuff delivered to them. Even more so now. Because their increase on demand is going to increase, which is going to do what? increase the demand on the trucking industry. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, that's true.
So get ready for it because it's coming. And there's no better place where you ought to be right now than right where you are. Right? All right. Any questions on that before we move on to this little spot training that we're gonna do? I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention and just make everyone aware of how vital working from home is, especially at times like this. Any questions? All right. It just hit me that you are probably when you all can still see my screen, right? Yeah, I'll still see my screen. Okay. All right. So where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Hold on. I'm trying to get my thing up off everybody. There we go. All right. All right. All right. So let's go to get rid of this right here. Go to everybody. Trying to set my screen up right. A little smaller. So there we go. All right. Did I lose? And can y'all still see me?
Yes.
All right. Just checking. Got a lot of stuff going on. All right. So, all right. If you're able to get into your back office, and if you're participating with us right now live, you can go to mydispatcher.org and let's go to the back office section where it says dispatcher resources. Now, if you're not able to participate with us live because you're not a subscription member, you can only watch on our various broadcasts that we have all over Facebook. Today, we are on All Truckers Are United. We are on Freight Brokers. We are on Who Wants to Be a Freight Broker / Dispatcher. We are on Freight Broker Trainers and Instructors. We are on the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. We are also on Truckers Passing Time. We are also on CDL Professional. And we're on about 15 other broadcasters. So we are all over the place today. I want to thank all those groups for allowing us to broadcast live and allowing us to speak to their large numbers of groups and members. By the way, if y'all haven't started taking notice, this is a great way to brand your business. Create some type of mini broadcast or show or webinar in live time and you share it and broadcast live, right? This is a good way to brand your business, okay? All right, let's go over dispatching, okay? First of all, can anybody tell me what type of equipment you need to be an effective dispatch firm or an owner business management firm?
Laptop and computer.
Okay, laptop or computer, and what else?
Telephone.
A phone to make what? US-based phone call, right? All right. Now, if you want to be truly effective, you're gonna want certain type of laptops. Okay, here is what I suggest. Here is what I suggest. You're gonna need something that has at least 1 terabyte. Okay. Or tablets with 1. All right. Here's what I suggest. You're gonna want something that has at least 1 terabyte of space. Okay. See There we go. Want something that has at least 1 terabyte. Okay. What I have right now is I have the have a Lenovo and I have a HP. Y'all can see this. I have this, which is my HP. Now this is actually a tablet, but if you're gonna get a tablet, get something that can be transformed into a laptop. Y'all know what I mean? Okay. This is the HP transformed into a laptop. It can fold over, tablet mode, as you all can see here. I can carry it around and do, the touch thing if I want to touch it or whatever the case may be. And I can revert it back to a laptop mode, as you all can see here. Okay. You gotta get a tablet, get yourself something like this. I don't recommend using just a regular tablet that doesn't have that conversion to be able to convert it into what's called it. And I don't really like the ones that you get that you can put like these things like this onto it, something like this. You can add that to it. I don't like those because you're out and about, you gotta put all these hookups and stuff. I like the ones that's self-contained. Okay, those tend to work better. And the reason why you want 1 terabyte of space, because you want the speed. Because here's what's gonna happen. When you're looking for freight, how many windows do y'all normally have open when you're actively engaged in your day-to-day operation? Does anybody care to elaborate on that?
Like
How many
12.
windows? I'm sorry?
12.
Exactly. You're gonna have somewhere between 10 and 15 windows open because you have a lot of people you're dealing with. You're gonna have multiple carriers, right? That you're trying to communicate with. You're gonna have multiple brokers that you're looking at trying to get loads from them. You're gonna have multiple load boards open, right? So you're gonna have all this stuff, and then you're gonna have your Google search open, all this stuff because you're steady, all the stuff you're doing. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff, and then you got your branding pages. You have your social media pages up where you're sharing stuff up, your branding. At the same time, you may be doing what you may be broadcasting live. If you're up on your brand and broadcasting how you operate and making little videos and stuff, this and that. So with all that going on, your computer has to have what?
Memory.
Exactly. Because the last thing you want is that boy to freeze up on you, right? That's the last thing you want. The last thing you want is for just to be circulating while you're trying to book the train. The last thing you want is when you click on it, you're making those what? Facebook calls. If y'all ain't up on that yet, a lot of y'all notice that the only time I call you all through Facebook, right?
Yep.
Okay. Look, use that tool. That is directly connected to running your own business. I can't stress this enough. I love Facebook. There's not very many sites that allows you to create your own business pages. That literally create your own business pages and operate them on their platform free of charge. Okay, right? Not very many operations that would do that. All my pages are on Facebook, and a lot of pages that you all didn't know were on RBBS. We own them. If you go to freight brokers, trainers, and instructors, a page. In case y'all didn't know that, we own that page. If you go to Who Wants to Be a Freight Broker, that's our page. In case you all didn't know that, that's also our page. Okay. If you go to the social media load board, now just talking about freezing up, and guess what happened? My computer froze up, didn't it? That's why you have several windows open, right? All right. So, but if you go to any of those pages, we own all of those pages. Okay. We own those and a ton more. Okay, we own a lot of pages. So that's what you want. You want a laptop that has enough speed to be able to accommodate what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Now,
I have a question.
sure.
What are some like suggestions for content that we can create to make videos as dispatchers? Like what are we gonna be talking about? Like, are we gonna be teaching people how to dispatch? Like,
No, you can just, all right. When I say branding,
uh-huh,
you can teach people just by doing, right?
uh-huh.
So if people are following you, right? If you have a lot of followers on Twitter, if you have a lot of LinkedIn connections, if you have a lot of friends on Facebook, right?
Right.
Because y'all go live all the time, right?
I guess.
Okay. But most time you see people on live, what are they doing?
Talking about stuff.
They're just talking, right? They're just talking.
Yeah.
Nothing real
Yeah.
constructive, right?
Right.
Right. But what if you went live and you went live showing people how you work from home, or how you work your home office, or how you book freight, or how
Right.
live on some of your conversations you have with the brokers and with the carriers and with this and that. You don't
Because I don't really want to teach people how to dispatch. I just want to like bring more people to my company.
exactly.
So
But
like
listen,
what type of drive, like how I'm gonna get drivers to see.
exactly. But listen to what I'm saying though.
Okay.
If you're going live and you're talking about, and you're just not even talking about something, you're just doing your business. Just let the camera run, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing your business, and you maybe elaborate on stuff. Okay, well, right now I'm trying to call this carrier. I'm trying to get them to sign up with us. That now, if you're online, you got 5,000 friends, and you know how to go on live, and you share your live where on All Truckers United that has 63,000 members. If you share your live on Owner Operators, which has 47,000 members, if you share your live on Who Wants to Be or Flatbedders or Flatbed Nation, which has over 100,000 members, if you're sharing your live in all these places and you're on that live and you're talking to a carrier, you say, Mr. Carrier, how much money do you need to move your truck?
Right.
If you tell that carrier, the way we operate, if you tell me you want loads that's paying $3.10 per mile and it need to be going less than 500 miles, that's all I'm going to look for. So
Right.
now you're not just talking out to that carrier, right?
Right.
Who else are you talking to?
Other people that are drivers or know people that's drivers, all types of stuff.
You're speaking to the world.
Oh, okay. Right.
That's what you're doing. You're speaking to the world. Now that live is going to stay on there after you're done, right?
Right. Right.
So that means hundreds of thousands, millions of people are going to have the opportunity to see what you do and see the benefits of what you do. And see how you talk to this carrier and all the stuff you can give that carrier. Even if that carrier is stubborn and hard-headed and foolish, don't know a thing when he sees it, who else will?
Right.
That's the power of branding. That's the power of all this stuff that you all see on social media. Here's the thing. A lot of people come to me and say, I don't use social media because it's just a bunch of mess. Just a bunch of mess. Yeah, it is. But you don't have to make it that way. You can make social media whatever you want it to be. I use social media every day, all day. You see these groups? All these groups right here, I created. I created all these, right? And there's even more. I have pages, a ton of pages, and I post to them. I post to all of them every single day. Sometimes 10, 15, 20 times on each one of them. This is what I spend my time doing, is just sharing my branding material, sharing people what I do. You know how many people who have called me up and say, hey, I want to sign my truck on you, I want to sign my truck on you, I want to sign my truck on you, but I refer them over to the network.
Wow.
Because they know what I do.
Right.
They've heard me say countless times, hey, we have more than 317 carriers that we work with every single week. They've heard me talk to you all. But
Right.
you all can do the exact same thing. You can create your own branding channels and brand yourself. Not only can you brand yourself, but you can actually make money from it by putting your branding videos on where?
YouTube.
YouTube. Because YouTube starts paying you what? For the advertising dollars.
Right.
Okay, because you can go to YouTube right now and you can just pull up, you know, truck dispatch, freight dispatch. I guarantee you find somebody on there, you know, just got their video running of them what? Dispatching freight.
Right.
Look at this man. Dispatch. This guy talking about how freight dispatchers get paid. Freight dispatch.
Mhm. And I done watched all the videos, and they don't talk. They ain't talk about nothing.
Exactly. So if you go on and you change the game by creating one of you just what? Actually,
Doing it. Right.
you see how you how you have separated yourself and you created your own niche within a niche?
Mhm.
What's it all about? Like all these people right here, they teach a class or a course, whatever's in there, but our niche is what? We plug y'all into a network. It's a niche within a niche.
Right.
That's what branding does for you. And not only that, but it's gonna bring you more business because you're exposing yourself to a whole world of truckers out there. And more of them gonna want to sign on with you. And believe it or not, shippers watch that stuff too, y'all.
Hmm.
Not only could branding bring you more truckers that want to sign up with you, but it can bring you more brokers that want to work with you. It can bring you more shippers that want to work directly with you.
Right.
It can bring you dedicated freight. It can bring you all types of stuff that's going to increase what? The bottom line.
Mhm.
Remember I told y'all a while back, learn to think outside the box. Okay? There's somebody that we train. Y'all remember Charles Monday? That's his right there.
Yes.
Helps to become a freight broker. I see several people on here that we train. But look, but that's what it's all about. Okay. Now, all of these, they're doing what? They're trying to teach you some type of skill or whatever this and that. But if you go on and you just put on just your thing about you just running your business, your day-to-day operation, right? Come up with a nice little catchphrase or title, something to the, I don't know, freight dispatching daily, or something. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Something that exemplifies this is not a class or a course, but this is the actual inside look at a dispatch firm. Inside dispatching, right?
Mhm.
Hey, dispatch all access or something, that makes people think, okay, well, this is not a class. This is actually someone just sharing sharing what they do every day. And then watch how your subscribership just starts to go up. Watch how all of a sudden you start your channel, because you're loading up all this stuff. We got 4,770, 4.77 thousand subscribers now. Okay. In the last 28 days, how many new subscribers did we bring on? We go to the YouTube studio, and YouTube has all this stuff set up for you to gauge your back office and gauge your memberships and your subscribers and how much money you're making on ad and how many advertisers or post their ads on your videos and how much of that they're sharing with you. All that stuff is in your analytics on YouTube. You know that there's I think he's 12 years old now. who does tour reviews. I think he's like 9 or 10 years old. He does tour reviews. He's making $22 million a year on YouTube.
Yep.
That's from what? Just ad revenue. In the last 28 days, we've had 220 new subscribers in the last 28 days. Now that's almost a direct correlation to how many people that signs up for our platform. When we get new subscribers, we usually get about half of those, or a little over half of those sign up off our platform. So if you see where he says 220 new subscribers to our YouTube channel, that means we got about 140 new members that signed up with our platform in the last 28 days. That's what branding does for you. You understand that? Look, all of our numbers, they're up. Our views are up. Our average view duration is up. Our watch time is up by 86.8%. That tells me that people are digging what we do. And it also tells me that advertisers are knocking down our door trying to get onto our videos, which is doing what? Because we get 55% of the ad revenue from YouTube. YouTube gets the, what, 45%? We get 55%. Y'all see how that works? That's called monetization. Y'all didn't know anything about money. This is what's called monetization. Earn money from your YouTube channel. Okay? Because once you get to a certain, and the whole key to that is to get your viewership up to a certain number of subscribers. I think it's once you get, I'm not sure, but I think it's once you hit something like 500 or 800 or maybe 1,000 subscribers. I don't think it's that many. Because I remember we started getting our ad revenue way back when it was just, we only had like a few hundred subscribers. But our views were up. We had about, total views, we had about maybe 900 total views. But once we hit that point, YouTube reached out to us and said, hey, you should think about monetizing your channel. And we'll have advertisers to place ads on your videos, and they pay us, and then we'll share that with you. Based on the type of content you have, and based on the number of how long your videos are, and based on how long people stay on there and watch your videos at any given time, right? Advertisers will pay you more money. We'll share that with you. You'll get 55% of your ad revenue, and we will keep the rest. That's a good deal. So that adds up. And that pays every single month, right? Our ad revenue right now is up to about $2,200 per month on YouTube. I'm sharing that with you, ad revenue, okay? So we get 55% of all the ads that are placed on our videos. Or whatever they're paying YouTube to be on our videos, okay? So branding is not just a way to increase business, but branding itself can be a way to generate more revenue directly, other than just bringing in more customers or more clientele. The actual branding of the video itself, the video themselves, can be another stream of revenue. Do y'all understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to see all y'all. I want to see a whole bunch of y'all out there, doing your thing on video and all over Facebook and all over YouTube and all over Twitter. Because here's what's gonna happen. You start doing this stuff, the phone's gonna start ringing. Bling, 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 bling. Hey, Deja. I see you have a dispatch firm. You hired anybody? You hiring any dispatchers? But I think I can do that.
I think I already been getting people asking me that.
So what do you think's gonna happen when you start going live on YouTube? Live on Facebook with your branding material. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you already get phone calls like that now. You're gonna be like me. You're gonna be trying to do a broadcast your phone. It's gonna be ringing off the hook over there. And don't just let them sit there. Pick it up, put them on, and call it a broadcast so people get to see what really goes on. Shippers call. You know, all that people call it, just let it ride. You know, kind of like your own reality show. It's about what? Making money in the trucking industry, right? Right?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. And as you start doing better, start adding a little bit more of your stuff that what this business has done for you. If it's allowed you to be able to buy a new car, start putting your car in some of your branding videos. If it allows you to be able to buy a new home, start put that into your branding videos. If you're doing home improvements around your home, put that into your branding videos. Because I actually did some home improvements onto my home, and that's what I did.
I seen that.
Exactly. Put them all over Facebook. Because people start associating with, okay, this guy was homeless. Now he has a nice big front home. And all that came from where? Fucking imagery. It might be where I want to go, right? I want to throw up because I'm afraid. You understand? This is what this is all about. I mean, this right here is just a video of me out, you know, working my butt off yesterday, trying to get these two gazebos up. And I'm filming how I'm reading, how I'm doing this, how I'm messing up and stuff, how to take this down, and oh God, you know, all that. But people watch it, 131 views and 13 comments. People watch it, and when they see this stuff, they start to associate with some other stuff, right? Well, shoot, this guy started at home. This is the same guy that was homeless. Well, what's he doing now? He's doing, oh, he's doing freight brokerage. Oh, he's doing dispatch. Oh, he has a training platform and a network. Oh, look at the brand he's doing. Let me see what Deja's doing right now. Oh, she's a dispatcher. She just bought a new car. What's going through people's mind? If I become a dispatcher, I can get me a new car. Well, she just moved into a new home, but she's a dispatcher. Oh, if I become a dispatcher, maybe I should go work for her. Maybe I should call her up. Clients, they look at this stuff too. Oh, she must be good at what she does. She just bought a new car, right? So she must be good at what she does. Let me call her up and see if she can dispatch my 12. Let me call her and see if she can move some of these loads. Branding, that's branding, okay? That's what branding does. You know, say I'm gonna get my Gatorade. I apologize for that little bit of a break. But when you do when you rain your mouth as much as I do, it dried out. For like 3 or 4 cases of this stuff, and definitely this stuff, that bottled water. All right. But that's what branding does for you, okay? And I mean, just little stuff that you wouldn't think people would be entertained by. They're not watching because they're entertained. They're watching primarily because they're nosy. but I guess a nice way to say their curiosity. They want to know, you know, how you get to the point of where you are. You know, how do you go from where you were to where you are? And it seems like you're taking them along a journey as you're what? Growing, 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 and growing, right? So if you take them on that journey, pretty soon they're gonna come to realize that you're onto something. And they're gonna want to be a part of that. Okay, your clientele, shippers, brokers, owner operators. If you're broadcasting your day-to-day operation, they're seeing you be successful. They're seeing how serious you are. They're seeing that you know what you're talking about. They're seeing you know what you're doing because they're sitting there watching you go from low board to low board, and they're seeing you do this stuff in real time. Then they realize what? Well, this is not a person who's just doing this, as a novelty. This person is for real. And on top of that, she's good at what she does. We got a lot of freight. Let's call her. We got a lot of trucks. Let's call her. I got a lot of loads. Let me call her. Does everyone see the connection there?
Yes.
Don't miss out on that type of stuff. This is what I mean by thinking outside the box. Okay, and social media allows you to do this pretty much free of charge. You can only build on social media if you know what you're doing, if you're doing it for the right reasons, and you are surrounding yourself with the right people on social media. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. I guess you got some ideas in your head right now, don't you?
Yeah, my wheels is turning.
All right. That's what it's all about. Let the wheels turn. If the wheels ain't turning, what? You ain't earning, right?
Right.
Y'all see how that applies to what y'all do too? If the wheels, because now y'all know that's an old trucker's thing, right? If the wheels ain't turning, I'm not earning. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So saying. So it says what? Keep that driver's door closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Driver's door, when that driver's door is open, the wheels ain't turning. You ain't earning it. All right. So same thing here. Get the wheels to start turning in your head so y'all can earn more money. Okay. All right. But that's how branding plays into you all being successful freight brokers. Now, let's go over to right here. Our back office tools and resources. All right. Now, for those of you who need a refresher course, we're going to do a quick refresher here. All right. When you come to your back office site, you come to it for the first time, watch this video first. Okay. It's right at the top. It says start with this video. Okay. So make sure you watch that. When you get into your back office, one of the first things you want to do is watch the orientation, watch that video up there, and you want to go through all the stuff that you have. Just start clicking on this stuff. Okay, you're not gonna break anything. Clicking on it, seeing what it is, seeing what's where, and so forth. And just you want to familiarize yourself with your back office. Now, once you've done that, once you have familiarized yourself with your back office tools and resources site, you might want to jump over to your video library or your logistics library and make yourself aware of those two things. Because the logistics library is a good way to go and look up stuff that you may not be familiar with, different terminology, phrases, and stuff that they use in trucking, so that you won't seem completely lost when someone says that, I'm Bob Taylor, or how far, what's my deadhead, and all that type of stuff. You look that stuff up right in your logistics library and it tells you what it is. Okay. Now, once you spend some time getting familiar with your back office site, okay. Now, I know a lot of you just want to jump right in and go straight to the load boards and start looking for loads. Yeah, that may seem like the thing that you want to do, but it really is not. Because you don't want to just jump out there not really knowing the script, not really knowing the things you need to know before you jump out there live and start talking to people, and then they start shooting you down and you start getting discouraged. Okay, it's gonna have a negative effect, effect on your mentality about what you're doing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go back in and you want to review all of your stuff. You want to go over your scripts. So you want to read the scripts back and forth. You want to read those back and forth. Learn your script, learn your script. Right? Now, if you want to know what to do as far as the steps of dispatching yourself, once you have learned your script, right? And you're going over your dispatch agreement and your profile form and all that type of stuff, you want to pull up what I call workflow. You want to pull up your workflow. Okay, where's my workflow? Where's my workflow? You want to pull up the workflow. That's the document contract. That's the shippers. Oh, here it is right here. Workflow. Yeah. You want to pull up your workflow. Now, what is your workflow? Your workflow is your step-by-step guide to what things you do in order of doing them to get from finding your carrier to getting paid. Okay. These are your steps that you're going to follow to making all this happen. Okay, so you're gonna pull up your workflow and you're gonna go over it. You're gonna learn it. You're gonna make sure you know it. Backwards and forward and back. So the very first thing on the workflow is what? Once carrier emails you the script, right? I'm sorry, email you the signed dispatch agreement, right? You're gonna keep a copy of it for your records. Make sure you store it in your email file. Okay. Now don't send it to us because we no longer take these. Okay. Remember, everything now is you for yourself. You get paid your own money, all that stuff. So don't send out the. I'm gonna redo this weekend. By the way, so it reflects how we operate now. But the workflow is basically the same. All right. So once you do that, okay. Once you get your carrier signed up, first thing you're just gonna go back and you're gonna ask your carrier, Mr. Carrier, where you at? Carrier says, I'm where? Let me pull this up. You know, Carrier's gonna say, I am. Matter of fact, let me get on two different screens here. Carrier's gonna say, I am in where? Does anybody want to tell me where Carrier's at?
Vegas.
You're in Vegas. Carrier, what you doing out there? You trying to win some money?
Absolutely. For branding.
I hear you. Carrier says, I am in Vegas, Nevada. So what you're gonna do is, when the carrier tells you where he's at, you're gonna go and start looking for loads for him. You're gonna tell that carrier, all right, Mr. Carrier, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and find you 3, maybe 4 loads that matches your profile, that matches your carrier profile, that basically has the money that you're looking for. And I'm gonna call you back in about what, 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Sit tight. I promise you, I'm gonna have you some great paying loads. Don't go grabbing those little cheap loads everybody else got for you. All right? Hold on. I'll be right back with you. Right? Right. That's what you want to say to him, right?
Yep.
Exactly, because you want to wait for you. So then you're gonna run over here and you're gonna go to one of your favorite load boards. I mean, all of y'all have your own different load boards. There's ones you like better than others. I like direct freight. So I'm gonna jump over on direct freight real quick. Drop down here to my load board. My carrier told me he is in Vegas. So when I go over to direct freight, guess where I'm going? I'm going to Nevada. I'm going to Vegas. Right? All right. I'm gonna drop down here. I'm gonna go to Nevada. Yeah. Now here's the thing that always gets me. Y'all ever notice when you're traveling, this for truck drivers, if you're traveling from Texas going over to California, why does it take you up and through Nevada first? Y'all ever figured that out? When I was with Covenant, we used to go to California all the time. Probably because we were going somewhere up here. But we always ran around here. We hit Arizona, then we jump on this right here, and then we go up there. Instead of just going here, but then again, I guess this would be longer. because of the winding roads and the, all that type of stuff that he got right there. And you don't want to get on there, what's called anyway. So yeah, I understand it. But y'all know that this strip right here ain't nothing in between. The little stretch right here, down this little part right here, ain't nothing. And that's the longest part of Nevada. Y'all see that? Can everybody see this?
Mm-hmm.
That's the longest part of Nevada. So they'll always tell them, before you leave Arizona, do what?
Gas up.
Gas
Gas
up,
up.
baby. Because you will run out of gas. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I see it on the side of the road. Out of fuel, boy. Hey, trust me, you don't want to get caught out there. And then, but the mountains, well, they're not mountains, they're more like cliffs and ridges. And the wind comes whipping around them ridges. Woo! It ain't that nice. All right, but ain't that not the tumbleweed? I'll tell you that right now. But all right. So you got your guy waiting, and you up here in Nevada. The reason why I like to go to the load map, because the load map gives me, and well, you all tell me why I like going onto the load map first. Can anybody tell me why I would want to go to and view the load map first?
You mean before you speak with the carrier?
No. After I spoke with the carrier, and the carrier tells me where he's at, right?
You want to send them somewhere where you can get some loads and have a back haul or something, so we can come out of
The
it.
reason why, yeah, and that's how. The reason why I want to look at the load map first before I just go in and put in Vegas, right? I want to see how many loads are leaving out of that state, how many loads are available in that state, right? So I've kind of mentally prepared myself for what? How I'm going to do this, because if I see only 227 loads in the whole state, that means I'm mentally preparing myself for the fact that I might need to kind of sell this owner operator on deadheading a little bit further, right?
Right.
Okay. That's why you want to look at the load map first, because the map tells you how many loads are available in each state, right? That's a little tidbit, something that you all might want to think about. Now, my straight dispatch is set for $3.50. This guy said he wanted what? $3.10, right? Did $3.10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's reset that. $3.10 or better. Click save. All right, let's do a refresh. This right here. It is loading. I told this guy 10 minutes, right? It's been 2 minutes. We got 8 minutes. Right? Go ahead, you're gonna click race first. Because you want to see everything that's got the race showing, right? All right, rate first, and then you want to put in, look at this. What pops up first? Las Vegas, Viva! I'm gonna do my Elvis. Thank you very much. All right. All right, what's
Okay,
first
Calvin.
what's first is Viva Las Vegas, everybody. All right, so we're leaving right out of the great city of Las Vegas, going down to San Diego, California. We have a long run. Now, no, that's a short run, right? 335 miles, right? Ain't bad. 335 miles, look at that. $1,185, 45,000 pounds, 48-foot flatbed. Oh, what type of guy is this? You know, I want to give me a parameter of who this guy is. Flatbed, reefer, drive in.
Drive in.
You would say drive in. Drive in, but guess what? What else you want to cook when you see drive in? Most drive-ins have a vent, right?
Yeah.
What is a vent?
The little,
Just a
little
little,
things on the trailers, let the air in and let the air out.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just the area you drive van. So that you can that can go in and out of. That's a vented drive van. In case y'all didn't know. All right. So you're gonna click both those. So you just click drive van, it's not gonna pull up a vented drive van, right?
Right.
All right. What we got on the drive van side. All right. Now, y'all notice you don't have very many loads that's showing the money. And not very many loads that are many loads that are matching up to what this guy wants, right? Or, let me see here, nothing around 310. Close one I think is going to be 280, right? But we have this set for what? A 25-mile radius. So let's set 100-mile radius. So remember I said before, we probably need to get something that takes him out a little bit longer to get here, right? Remember I said that?
Right.
Because you don't have very many loads in Nevada right now. So still not a whole lot. $1.24. Ain't much going on leaving out of Vegas. So what we're gonna have to do? Either gonna have to convince him to take a load that's not quite what he wants, $280. That takes him up to 500-mile run, take him up to Durango, Colorado. Now I'm gonna show y'all how to sell that. Because the guy wants 310, but you only got 280, right? But you got a load on here that's going to Durango, Colorado. That's paying $1,500 and it's $280 and it's 536 miles. He can do that in one driving shift, right?
Right.
All right. He can do it in one driving shift. What you're gonna do is you're gonna immediately go before you call him up. If this is all you can find, unless you want to call on some of these blind loads and see what the broker has on. This is why I don't like blind loads. I really despise because they waste your time, right? Every now and then you'll find a blind load that's paying good money. But if it was paying good money, trust me, they would put it on here, right?
Right.
Right.
So blind loads, I don't like them. All right. But what you're gonna do is you see right here what it says Durango. All right, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna click on that right there, and you're gonna go ahead and do a reverse search. Right? Now when you're doing your reverse search, what you're gonna do is when you do the reverse search, you're not gonna keep it on the reverse, you're gonna pop that out. Because you're trying to run it, right? You're not trying to run them dead, then run them right back to a spot that don't have no loads, right?
Right.
Exactly. You want to run it. So you're gonna do a reverse search and you're gonna leave that blank. Right? Then you're gonna shorten this down on reverse search to about 50 miles. Right? The way he wants to go, and then you're gonna go back over here to your van and your Bennett van. Then you're gonna do a search, right? And see what's leaving out of Durango. Ain't nothing leaving out of Durango. So now we gotta increase this to 100 miles. So Durango might not be the place you want to send him. So they ain't nothing leaving out of there either. So what you gotta do now is you gotta go back. I'm getting short on my time because I need to try to find this guy something. Right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to find him something that's leaving out of an area that's gonna make him a lot of money. Now, I need to get him out of Nevada. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for an area that normally has a lot of load. I need to get him out of Nevada, really. I need to get him out of Nevada. So his destination point needs to be somewhere other than Nevada. Let's try Austin, Texas, right? Well, Austin, Texas is paying, now that's $1.29. Y'all probably say, man, he gotta go 1,300 miles. He's probably gonna cut you out on that, right? What about Denver, Colorado? But Denver, Colorado, that's $1.74 and it's only 748 miles. I'll try and find something else. Try this one, Massachusetts. How many miles? No, that's way too long. I want to go back to Vegas.
California?
Santa Fe, California. That's 484 miles. Right. That sounds like it's the place you want to go. All right, so you're gonna run into Santa Fe, California, because you can run that in one driving ship. You're gonna do a reverse search right from there. And then you're gonna run him from there, hopefully to a place that's got good money. Pick that out right there. Pick that out right there. And unfortunately, this is what you get when you're running drive-ins sometimes. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I got about a minute and a half left. But now we got some freight, right?
Yep.
All right. Now we got some freight. All right. 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 Now we got some freight. Now, he's in Los Angeles. Here's what you can do. You can do this one of two ways. Well, really, I would just do it this way. Okay. I would find something he can run once he got there, right? 18 miles is his deadhead from where he's dropping off at, right? So he can run there real quick, or he can just run 4 miles on Norfolk. I would take this one. The 4 miles on Norfolk, that's $4.74 a mile, right? Because remember, he's gonna run there, right? And he's gonna shut down. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and when you call him up, you're gonna tell him about the load that's running him to California. You're gonna tell him why you're running him to California, right? But you're also gonna let him know that you already got a load for him that's 4 miles away from where he's dropping off. That's a short run load, and then you're gonna find him a whole bunch of other short run loads to put him on with. Y'all see what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Cause so that next day, the load he took to get down there, you give him a load to get through the money, right?
Right.
Because the money is in what? Little short runs. And you can put them on 3 in one day and make him almost what? $2 grand. Right? Y'all see that?
Yep.
Because remember, what we do is what? Once we get him down there on those short runs, we just start connecting to 3 short runs and just let him stay there for the week and make almost $2 grand a day.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do when the brokers tell you they have to deliver tomorrow? All the short runs have to deliver the next day, not the same day.
Have to deliver the next day. You have
Yeah,
the
we
broker.
get that a lot.
Yeah, but you just ask the broker to call the shipper. Or you call the shipper.
Yeah, I tell them, and they always like, well, it's confirmed. This is a confirmed date. They basically give excuses why they can't do it.
Now it can be done. But look, I'm gonna tell you something else you can do. Right? Instead of asking them, can you deliver it? Ask them, can you do they have a secure location? Now see where I'm going with this?
Drop it. Well, not drop it, but
Yeah, you're gonna drop it and lock it. Right?
okay.
You're gonna drop it, lock it, go run another load, right? Remember, the short runs. So 57 miles, 14 miles, I mean, come on. You're gonna drop it, you're gonna run the other short, you're gonna go grab another short run, you're gonna run it, right?
But that's provided that the shipper is you're using a shipper's trailers though, right?
Yeah, but you can always ask them, can you get one of their trailers? They'll let you rent their trailer. They got aluminum trailer. There's always a way. You can drop that right there, right? Say, okay, so y'all have a secure location. I'm gonna drop this right here, right? Lock it up. It's dropped. It's in your secure location. I'm gonna lease a trailer from you all, or borrow a trailer. from your and up the trailer. I always try to ask, hey, can I borrow one?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Whoop, whoop. And what can they say? What? Yes
Yes or
or no? Right?
Yeah.
So you ask, can you borrow a trailer? So look, all you're trying to do is you're trying to get it worked out so they can get what they want and you get what you want.
Right. So would you wait till you get the rate con and ask the shipper that, because the broker is not gonna do that?
Look, on the rate con, if it's on the rate con that it can be dropped, I always try to ask, can this be dropped early? Or can this be dropped? Well, this is a short run, can I drop it today?
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing you can do. Oh, here's another thing you can do. You say, well, Mr. Broker, I understand that, but does this load run every day? And it needs to drop the next day every time? Chances are it does, right? Because it's a short run, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When they say it's that, say, look, if I can drop this in the same day that I pick it up, my driver can grab that same load every day.
Mm-hmm.
Now what are you doing? You're giving them something for them giving you something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now they don't have to worry about how they're gonna fulfill that load or how they're gonna fill that spot, right?
Yeah,
It's
but
almost like a guaranteed fill every day now.
but this driver is only in California because he didn't have nowhere else to go.
But that doesn't matter. If your driver's making $2,000 a day, who cares where he's at? Does he care where he's at?
I don't know, maybe.
So look, listen to me. Your driver is in California, but if your driver wasn't running no loads in California, he's gonna be running loads where? Somewhere else, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, come on. Whether he's
Right.
there, whether he's somewhere else, he's still away from home, right?
Right. Right.
His goal is you want to get back home at least what? Once every other week. But you gotta show him how to get back home every week and put $2,000 a day in his pocket.
Right.
Right.
Come on, y'all.
So this is where you talk to your carrier and you explain to him the benefits of doing it this
Exactly.
way.
Exactly. This is where you're flexing your skill as an owner op business manager. This is what 90% of the other dispatchers don't even have a clue about, and they don't know how to do it, and they don't manage their drivers. They don't manage their owner operators. This is real business management. This is not just you just finding loads of, oh, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna see you. When you call him back, you gotta lay out a plan for him. All right, Mr. Driver, here's what I got for you. I'm gonna show you how you can make $2,000 a day, 4 days out of this week. And then next week, you're going to make $2,000 a day, 5 days a week. Now, y'all notice what I did? I set him up for what?
Tell me how.
Yeah, the big grande, the big finish. Viva Las Vegas. You know, I set him up for the big finish. Right? You gotta set him up for the big finish. So now what you do, now he is more willing to listen to you when you say the first load is only paying you what? Right?
Right.
That don't sound so bad now, does it?
Mm-hmm.
But your first load is primarily a load you can run in one day, so you can run it, drop it, sit down, and you can shut down and get ready to do what? Run 3 loads a day, and here they are. First load is going to pick up here, it's going to drop here. Second load is going to pick up here, it's going to drop here. Third load is going to pick up here, this load is paying this, this load is paying that, this load is paying that. That gives you what? $1,800, $1,900, $2,000 per day, and you can run those loads every single day at the same time. And on the weekend, you can shoot back home. You leave the truck somewhere in a secure location and fly back home or whatever you want to do. And then come back down, grab your truck, pick up in the rain, and make yourself more. Okay, $10,000 a week. How's that sound to you?
Yeah, that's what my driver does. When he go to California from Florida, I tell him he has to fly back home if he want to be with his family. And that's what he do.
Exactly. Exactly. But this way he can afford it, right?
Yeah, because if he drive back all the way to Florida, I mean, you know, that's going to be like a lot of money in gas.
It costs you as much money as it does. It costs you more money than it does fly.
Yeah.
So where are places they can park their truck? Like,
They got secure locations all over California.
Yeah, they have a lot of truck stops that you have to pay.
Yes. They have like security guards. Yep. whole
But
9
do
yards.
you have to pay though for that?
Yeah.
Or you just
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
But you make it $2 grand a
It's
day.
worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they have an area where you can put your locks up and everything. They have the what they call those things? You can plug your refrigerator up to the thing and keep them, you know what I'm saying? And so you're
Yeah.
not
How
running.
much do that cost?
When I was driving with Covenant, we had a refrigerator. It's not that much. It's like $27 a day, 60. Some can get expensive, 60, $75 a day, but they average around between 20 and 40.
Because I had a driver that they wanted him to drop his trailer. And so I was telling him maybe like, okay, you could drop your trailer and it was gonna be like for a whole day. And I'm like, well then you could just do some power onlys in the area and then come back.
Yeah. Look, there are all kind of ways you can, but you can make this stuff happen. But
Yeah.
this is what I'm showing you all right now is the difference between you making 40, 50, $60,000 a year and you making a couple hundred to 300 to $500,000 a year.
Okay.
Now, how do I know that they're dispatchers not making that kind of money? Because I make that kind of money. Okay, now I don't dispatch as much as I used to personally, but my company does. And there have been plenty of times that we've had to come up with an actual plan, a management plan to show a owner operator how by taking this low paying freight out the door just to get where you're going, but we're taking you to the money. We're taking you to the promised land. We're taking you to Viva Las Vegas. Okay? We're taking you there. You know? Was it old song? I'll take you there. Well, y'all gotta work with me. I'm giving y'all some of my best material today. But this is how you train your own operators how to be money makers. You want, okay? Because they're not gonna see this, on their own. They're not. But because you all are sitting kind of like at bird's eye, like a sniper. Back in Iraq and Afghanistan, snipers, we be up high. They have groups of people going in and check, and they're checking, the villages and they're checking the homes and stuff, this and that. But they're looking for terrorists. We're kind of like their angel. We get to see we up high on a tower or a building at a high vantage point that overlooks the neighborhood where they're all doing their what? Go to do searches, right? Then they go in. It's like 5 of them per team. You got a lead guy. You got a guy behind him that's watching this way. Another guy behind him who's supposed to cover the room. Third guy behind him, or the fourth guy behind him, he's supposed to be covering the rear. And then you got another guy that goes in. His only job is to what? Watch the doorway, the vantage point, the doorway. Your job is to watch them because you can see everything that's going on, and you're in constant radio contact with them. When you see a threat that's coming their way, your job is to eliminate that threat. That's what you all are. You can see the whole board. They can't. They can only see where they are and where they're going from here to here to here. But you can see where they're leaving from, where they're going, what's there before they get there, what's leaving out of that area, how much it pays, how long it takes to get it. You see the whole picture. Does that make sense to you all?
Yes, sir.
And because you can see the whole picture, you are in a better position to do what? Protect. Okay? So think of yourself as that sniper at the vantage point, and you got his back. You got your driver's back covered. That's all. I'm sorry, but I'm an old military. I'm military, so that's the best way I can come up with to explain it in layman's terms. Okay? But trust me when I tell you, once you're trying to drive onto something like this, it becomes easier and easier and easier for you to explain, thus putting your drivers in position to make more money. thus you making what? More money. Now, if you had your own branding video, you was doing this live, you have a whole bunch of people that say, man, did he just show that guy how he can run just paying only $1 and what? But take him to an area where he's making what? $2,000 a day? Oh, I need to contact them.
And also, Calvin, like you said with the branding, like in the process of doing that video, you could plug in, you know, credit cards. Hey, get this credit card on some points to fly back home.
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. Look, the board is wide open. The board is wide open because you all are in a position to see everything. And that's what you have to keep in mind. That you are able to see it all from where you are. And you can probably just find these little cluster of loads that's running back and forth. You can run them back and forth and run those, you know, 3 a day. Even if you're only running 2 a day. Right? You know, I mean, still looking at what? $400 a day to $275 to whatever. So, but if you can piece together 3 of these a day, you should be able to do. If you piece together 3 of those a day, and you got him in the money. Somebody here's trying to chat with me. Hold on the chat. I'm sharing it to everyone. Hi, Calvin. Is there any load boards in the back office where I can find loads in Canada to run in Canada? Run in Canada. I'm pretty sure you can find loads in Canada, but remember, we're here in the United States. Here's the thing: if y'all see up here, it says British Columbia, 43 loads, 214 loads in Alberta, in I'm not even gonna pronounce that, Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Thank you, whatever. 8 loads. So, 13 loads, Ontario, 203 loads, and Quebec, 12 loads. Okay, so you'll be able to find some loads if you start going up into these areas. Now, you probably have to reach out and find a Canadian load board, okay, one that's specifically geared for Canada. This is what.
Okay.
Here's what you got access to right here. I'm gonna do the rate thing, 70 with rates. Here's what you got access to right here. Do 100 miles in Canada. All right. Now remember, as a dispatcher, you can dispatch freight from anywhere. So if you got drivers that are in Canada, you know, they do them. Same thing you tell your other drivers, right? Let me see you down to good old USA. You make yourself some, you know, $1,500, $2,000 a day, and then you can fly on back to good old what? Canada. I don't know the Canadian national anthem because if I did, I'd be singing it right by now. I don't know that one. It starts off with something like Old Canada, something like that.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
Old Canada.
Yes, very proud.
I love your rolling hills and your green mountain tops. So, it's probably something like that.
Yes, something like that.
I used to live in Canada. I was stationed at Fort Drum, New York. You know, my first wife, God bless her soul, her and I were stationed at Fort Drum, New York, and we had an apartment in Toronto. Drive back and forth. We were stationed at Fort Drum, New York.
That's where I am right now. I'm living in Toronto.
Okay, so yeah, we was about 60 miles from the Canadian border.
Okay.
Oh, we used to do cold weather survival training. We would go out and stay out, you know, in the Adirondacks that sounds cold on them. It is.
Right now.
We used to go out and do a 30-day field exercise in the Adirondack mountains. 20, 30, 40 below zero wind chill. Sleep in the snow caves. Get up, do maneuvers, simulate battle tactics in 20 below. And I'm from Florida. So I know when I first got, I'm like, oh no, what have I done? What have I done? So, but I got used to it. Beautiful. Here's the thing about Canada. There's no trash. That's the first thing I noticed.
Damn right.
That's the first thing I noticed. We were driving from New York and going up to Canada. We got into Canada. And all of a sudden it was like, hey, baby, yeah. All the beer cans and the trash, the cups and stuff that's on the side. No trash in this country. I mean, the roadways and the highways are so clean. It's like something out of a magazine. Like, wow. But yeah, that's the thing that struck me the most about Canada. It's so clean. And people so friendly, it scared me. I'm serious, man. The top of the what?
Thank you, though. Thank you.
They say that instead of good morning, it's top of the mountain to you, to the top. Hell, I ain't going to the top of no mountain. But that's where they greet you, Like, oh, wow. So it was so friendly. And we said, yeah, well, let's live here. So we got a park in Canada. Another thing about Canada. Does the government still pay you for having children there and raising them to speak the national language, which is French, I think, right?
That's just in Quebec.
That's a province.
That's just a province.
Okay.
But yeah, if you have 10 children, they pay you 10. They pay you like
a
6
lot of
by
money.
10. Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah,
There's no cutoff here.
Yeah, I mean, Canada's got some stuff that I wish we would adopt. But anyway, nice country. Okay, they got. Look, you can't talk bad about a country that has conflict with no one.
I know.
Come on. If anything, they know how to get along. They really do. So you can't talk bad about that. They're on to something. All right. But does everybody understand how you and now remember we're looking at one scenario, which is probably the worst of scenarios. We're looking at a dry van, and we're looking in up in Vegas. Now, if we were in Texas or Florida or some of these areas that's got like massive loads, this would be so easy, right? But it's good that we picked an area and a equipment type that was going to be difficult because we're in what? And we were looking at a state that only has 226 loads available, right? And that's not going to be the case with probably none of your carriers, really, because most of them are probably going to be somewhere around about Texas, California, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, all these areas where they got 2,010 loads, 2,105 loads, 3,130 loads in Georgia. Alabama has 3,752 loads. Florida has 1,600 and some odd loads. So, if you look in the areas like that, Texas got 3,200 loads. California, you got 1,500 loads. So chances are you're gonna have plenty of carriers that are gonna be in these high density states, and you're gonna be able to find them good paying freight, short runs, put them on dedicators, and all y'all just make money and be happy and smile. And we can go to Canada and live our lives in happiness. All right.
Sounds good.
So, you know, it's great that we kind of did this on a hard to satisfy state. But even that, because you have that bird's eye view, you can see the whole picture of things. You're in a better position to manage that owner operator than they are on the ground level trying to manage themselves. All right. Always keep that in mind. Because if this was good old Texas, I guarantee you, but you won't be having this problem. Down to Texas. Look how bad lows they got in Texas. And remember, we have our things set at $3 or something. So a lot of good paying freight coming out of Texas too, y'all. But you all can start looking for a lot of those decent freight to hit the market pretty soon. Infinity. I don't know. I've never seen that one. The dollar, the amount that paying says in because it's 0 trip miles. You ever call them to see what that is?
I think that's like a city run.
Yeah, it's probably a city run, needs ramp, no tarps, up there, with ramps. Yeah, it's probably a city to city run within the same city. So
Yeah, the same
yeah,
city.
yeah. Now, San Diego, Texas to West St. Yeah, that says no. Yeah, that's right. West State. Yeah, that's in the same city. I like those. I ain't gonna lie to you, I like those. Those definitely have repeat runs. Y'all know that, right? Those city runs, a lot of times they have repeat runs. So and that's $2,200. You're probably going less than what, 15, 20 miles? Was in the same city, not even registered.
Yeah, less than 30.
Yeah, not even registered. So that's some serious money right there. But it happened to move. You got these up here. 329, 329. That's the same run right there. Y'all see that? That's the same run. And how do we know it's the same run? Because it's the same trucking company. Yeah, well, it's the same broker. It's not two separate brokers that's got a duplicate run. Sometimes what you all will see, the same run, but it's two separate brokers. It's just both brokers have that load. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
Okay, but when you see where it's the same broker, the chances are it's multiple runs. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay.
Or it could be an error.
Oh, it could be an error, but most likely, most time it's not an error. Most time it's just a multiple run load. All right. So after you pick them out, loads and stuff, you call them up and say, hey, here's what I got for you. Now you sold him on the idea of taking that short paying load to get to an area where he can hit the goal. All right. Now, if you're doing it that way, shoot, and you got him set up on a nice little dedicated, then guess what that's done? That made all your other work kind of on automatic, right?
Right.
So each day, all you got to do is make sure you collect what? The Raycons, the BOLs, in that BOL, he drops the loads in that BOL, and then was up to the what? Broker? Because he's running those loads every day, you can set it up on a weekly payout instead of a daily payout. And y'all see what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
So you go ahead and you collect them up, send them over to him, and you let the broker know that, have them, because you run the same runs every day, cut a check each week. So he's going to get 3 different payouts each week, right? You got to beat different runs. That's always nice, ain't it? Y'all see what's gonna happen with that? He's gonna get 3 different checks, right? Each week.
Mm-hmm.
So he got one load, he's got another load, they're not always the same broker, right?
Right.
But you mean to tell me your carrier won't make you the greatest thing since sliced bread? That's better than what? Peanut butter and jelly with the peanut butter on both sides of the bread. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Or that jelly be nice and because look, when you put the peanut butter on one bread, put the jelly on the other bread, the bread gets soggy on the jelly side, right? But you put the peanut butter on both breads and put that jelly in the middle.
Hello.
My mama gave me some peanut butter jelly. You got that old runny peanut butter jelly. Oh, now you go to school with this habit. Oh, you open up your lunch pail, you pull out your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That bad boy is fresh. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't like y'all don't know nothing about that now. Y'all know y'all don't like y'all jelly, no, whipping up all the bread. Put that peanut butter on both bread. No, that's what this is. But on both sides, jelly in the middle. All right. All right. So once you do that, you basically gonna set them up to get paid every week. You're gonna collect your money every week, just like you do. Right? Now, coming soon, we got a factory company that is developing a product just for us. But don't y'all feel special? We got a factory company that's developing factoring just for our network. We're gonna try it out with us first. Okay. I just got an email from them, and hopefully next week we'll have them on to talk to you all and kind of go through what they're gonna be doing and how that's gonna work. Because if we can get that set up for you all, then guess what? You don't have to worry about getting your money. It'll take that whole thing out of invoicing your carrier, right? You'll probably still have to prepare the invoice, but instead of sending, you're gonna send it directly to the factory company. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Right.
They may even have it worked out to in order to get all of our business, you can tell your carrier and the broker that you will be what?
Factoring.
Please. You don't think that's gonna save the carrier and the broker some money?
Right. They don't have to eat
Right.
their percentage.
Exactly. And the factory company gets to do what? Make more money. Why? Because they don't have to worry about some loads being factored by an outside factory company, right?
Right.
You said
Juicy, baby.
that ain't juicy. You know what I'm saying? So look, dispatching is making some moves, y'all, and us in particular, we are making a lot of moves. You know, this network is. I can't stress the power of networking. I mean, I can't stress to you all how big of an advantage that is. It allows us to bring in opportunities that would normally wouldn't be available to us. Branding, networking, and structuring your business in a way that you are a business manager instead of just a dispatcher puts you all so far ahead of the game. So learn those 3 things. Learn how to brand on what you're doing, right? Learn how to network within your group because the number empowers, right? And learn how to be a business manager versus being a dispatcher. We just showed you all how to actually manage an owner operator instead of just dispatching to an operator. Because as a dispatcher, you're gonna say, well, all I got for you is a load that's paying $1.74 a mile. Sorry. Hopefully next time I can find you something better. That ain't gonna impress that owner operator, is it?
Nope.
No. But if you are a owner-op business manager, right? Do we have a way to credit check the shipper or broker?
The load board.
Yeah, load board.
Mm-hmm.
Most load boards, you pull it up, information on them, and you do a credit check on them.
They got
I
the
think,
score right there.
I think Truckers Pass has one.
Well, they show the credit report score right there, huh? In the green.
Yeah, see right here?
Yeah.
Credit report right there. Ta-da! Ask and thou shalt receive.
So is that just on this load board, or is that kind of common on all of them?
You can look for it. Most load boards have a way for you to check everybody out. Like on Truckers Pass, when you go search for trucks, it has their rating there. Satisfactory, unsatisfactory, or conditional, right? I think they have the same thing on the load board itself. When you look at the load, it shows you something on the actual broker that's posting that load. All right.
Okay.
Y'all see how he answered that question? Now, if y'all in the chat group, that's what I mean. When you go to the chat group and you're asking questions, chances are you're gonna have somebody who's gonna be there and be more than willing to step up and give you that answer. Okay. That's a much more than just taking a class or a course. And you got nobody to call, nobody to talk to. You don't have any weekly trainings or anything like this and that. I mean, I'm pretty proud of what we've done, of what we set up. I mean, people can't even talk bad about us anymore. The time when we first started out, we had people talking so bad about us. I mean, it was just crazy. Now when they talk bad about it, somebody else comes in and just shut them down. I don't even have to. I no longer have to defend how we do what we do. Because people on Facebook now, they're afraid to even talk bad about it. Because somebody's gonna come in and just like, no, because here's what and they feel stupid. So no, and it's good to get to that point in any business venture, especially when you're looking to change the game. Okay, in any business venture, when you're looking to change the game, there's gonna be an industry pushback. Okay, people who are used to doing it a certain way, people who are used to the status quo, they're gonna push back on you. Okay, now if you fold up and everything, you just waste a whole bunch of time. But in those times is when you want to be steadfast. Those are the times when you want to be even more committed to doing what you are doing, because you know you're doing the right thing. You know that what you're doing is going to benefit a lot of people. You know that what you're doing is going to expose a lot of people. So don't get bullied out of doing the right thing. Don't get bullied out of doing what's going to be best for you and those people you're going to be bringing into your network or your company. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Because at some point in time, you're going to cross over that hump. When you cross over that hump, it's going to be really, really, really nice for you. Okay? And you're not only going to stop getting the knives I'm tucking you, you're going to start getting, accolades and compliments. And when you look at our YouTube channel, when we first started out, we were getting all kind of crazy, y'all don't know what y'all doing, all that SHIT ain't gonna work, all kinds of stuff, right? Now we have one great compliment after the other, just crazy. Okay, this is my fourth time watching this. Great info. So, cool video. I loved it. Amazing video. It was really good. Awesome video. You deserve more views. Amazing video. You deserve more views. See, I mean, this is just one, thank you. Internet, Explorer Worldwide. When are you going to do this again? I mean, this is just one glowing accolade after the next. Now, when we first started out, trust me, it wasn't like that. Okay? We got called everything from a scam to a sham to this ain't gonna work, or you ain't gonna find no freight, you ain't gonna do this, that. I was like, okay, whatever. But if you take that to heart, right, and you let that stop you from doing things, you will never get to this point of where you are now. You see what I'm saying?
Can I say something, Kevin?
Yeah.
Victor here. I personally want to commend you for the work that you've put in, and that has helped me to get on this platform. I think I first contacted you back in January of last year. I've watched quite a bit of your videos.
Whoa. Somebody got a lot of noise going on.
Yeah. I've looked at some of the videos of the other companies, and I didn't get that feeling that I have with you on this platform where it's like a family. I mean, I look forward to all the training and stuff like that. I watch your videos sometimes till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and that gave me the ability to say, no, I want to be with this platform because it has this friendly environment. The way you teach your course, and everybody's like kind of involved. If they're not understanding, you're the one that's saying, okay, this is what to do, that what to do. So I just want to say that.
Thank you. Look, that's why we look. When we get people that say stuff like that, that just that means the world to me. Okay, my wife was telling me the other night. I was talking to somebody on a private consultation, and when I was finished, when they started the conversation, the private consultation, they had been through a lot. I mean, they had been through a lot. Had lost their job. They were struggling, and they had gone through a lot, and home was about ready to be foreclosed on, all types of stuff. And they had been on our platform, and I'm not going to call any name, but they had been on our platform for just under a year, like 8 or 9 months. But before they came to the platform, they were like really, really in bad shape. And they were telling me that they had to actually borrow money to take our platform. I felt kind of bad when they said that. But they said that, once they got to the platform, they just kept plugging away. It was hard at first because neither one of them had been in sales, but they took to the idea of just becoming better salespeople. And before you know it, they was telling me that they was now making them almost $6,000, a week, and they had never made that kind of money before in their entire lives, and how everything is just completely turned around for them. They was able to get the home out of foreclosure, and now they're looking at, they see some of my other stuff that I do about investing and doing the what's it, the acorns, the app and all that stuff. And they were telling me how they got stuff in acorns and a whole bunch of other stuff now. And my wife, I got on the phone with him, she walked over to me and she just, gave me a hug, and she's like, "I'm so proud of you." Not because of what we do or not because of what we were able to build from all that, but she said, "I'm just so proud of the way, people look to this platform, and it helps a lot of people." Okay, and she doesn't really know anything about trucking, but from looking from the outside in, she told me, because it seems like every other thing out there has really not helped people. It's helped put them deeper and deeper and deeper in a bad situation, or they spent a whole bunch of money, they didn't get what they thought they was going to get, or they this and that. But every time, she hear when someone says this is more than what I thought it was going to be, this is so much more for what I'm spending, this has helped me get to this and that. Or even the ones that say I'm not doing okay now, but I can see the potential, and it's just, and that's all we really set out to do: create something that was useful, create something that was practical, create something that people could actually use every single day for as long as they're in this industry. Create a network that they can go to and lean on each other, talk to each other. Sometimes you all on the chat group, and I see sometimes people come in, they just want some reassurance. They just want to talk to people. And just being able to get into a chat group and talk to people, and through the Facebook platform, you can make phone calls to each other, and now before y'all start doing it, get the other person's permission, of course. Now I know I do it sometimes as a surprise you all, but a lot of times it's because you all have reached out to me and asked a question. And for me to sit down and have to text it to you, that's taking a whole lot of time. I just hit that call button real quick. They call you up, let you hear from me personally. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot to, especially if I'm multitasking. I can't just sit there and just text, just text. I just hit the call button on Facebook, and call you, and I'll respond to you that way. And I think you all get a lot more out of it when I do it that way, because you hear it directly from me, you hear my voice, and I'm able to kind of walk you all through some things, and I think that's the difference. That's one of the main difference that separates us from all the rest. We have that personal contact. All of you, we all have that personal contact with each other every single week. Okay, and you don't get that on the other platform. Now, I'm not trying to badmouth the other platform, but it is what it is. Chips fall where they may. Okay, I can only speak about how we do things, and the feedback that we have been getting has let us know that this is the most sought after platform on the internet right now in the industry. Our numbers prove it. Our subscriptions shooting up, way up. The watch time on our video, it all indicates that people, they get us. They're digging it. They get us. I had a conversation with a guy the other day that called up and said that he didn't have the money to pay for the platform. I just kind of sat down with him and walked him over to the YouTube channel and just told him, here, start with this video, work your way up through here, and just watch these videos. Now, if you watch these videos enough and you study them enough, you should be able to start to generate some income, just dispatch. And then after you generate some income, if you want to join our platform, join our platform. If you don't. Okay? Because I've had people that tried this. I had this one guy that tried to pay me $5,500, and I couldn't give it back to him. He sent it to me. I'm looking at the back office site, and I'm looking at our Square site. I'm trying to find this guy in our platform because I got this cashier's check for $5,500. And I'm like, who is this guy? Why is he sending us money? So I finally tracked him down. I called him up and I said, first of all, what's this for? Because I can't find you registered within our platform. And there's nothing that we have that warrants you sending me $500 at one time like this. And he was like, oh, no, I'm not part of your platform. I just watch your videos on YouTube. I've been watching them now for about 8-9 months. And I started my business to start watching your videos. I go, okay, but what's this money for? Well, since I've been watching your videos, I made almost $60,000. I figured that's what I owe. Like, all right, so you ever join our platform? He goes, no. I said, look, You don't owe me anything. If you watch the YouTube videos and you was able to, build your business just from that, more power to you. And I tried to send him his money back. He sent it right back. He sent it right back. And finally, I told him, I said, look, I can't deposit this into my business bank account because we have investors. We have a board of trustees. So we have accounting procedures that we have to go by. And if they look in there and they see money that didn't come from the workings of our platform, y'all know that's an SEC violation, right? Securities Exchange Commission. Do y'all know what that is? Y'all know who those are? They're like the FBI of the business world. They don't play. So
they sure don't.
Exactly. That's misappropriation of funds. They look at that as some type of money laundering. I'm depositing money into my business that didn't come from any of our products or any of our services. That's money laundering, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all will see me like the Nadar guy looking crazy. So we can't do that. So, finally wound up just donating it to charity. Believe it or not, that's what we have to do in order to stay legal. Because there's a lot of, when you get to that level, and a lot of you will get to that level, especially a lot of you brokerage firms. Once we start the broker efficiency division, because we're going to be showing you all how to go out and how to attract investors, how to gain people who are going to invest in your business. Now, when you get on that level, it's a whole new ballgame because you are literally responsible for other people's money. You understand that? Yes, it's a big, but don't be afraid of that. But that's how real business, big business is done. Yes, you will be using other people's money to build your business because they are taking a stake, an ownership share in what you have going on. Yes, you are still the head of your business, but you are basically becoming an employee of your own company when you do that. Now, is that a bad idea or a good idea? It's not bad. It is good. As long as you're doing business the right way. Now, if you have intention of doing business the wrong way, yeah, it's a very bad idea. But if your integrity, if you have integrity in business and you're dead set on doing business the right way, it is the best thing since sliced bread, right? But if you're doing business the wrong way, can you get away with it? Yeah, but if you get caught, woo, right? Okay, and the SEC does not play about that. They don't. Do not play, right? So, when people do stuff like that, we have to send it back to them because everything has to run through here. Like a lot of times, I want to hear y'all back comments. Is there any way we can pay you without going through the square or without doing the credit and debit card? No. No, you can't just send me a check in the mail. You can't just send me, through the cash app or something like that. No. No. We have one way of taking payment for our platform. That's through the square. Everything has to be monitored. Everything has to be signed for, I-dotted. We have to have a paper trail. We have to create that electronic paper trail for everything. So if there's ever an audit, we can pull up our spare accounts. Look, so this came from this, that came from that, this went here, this went that. And we set up that way. So we did start this business using, in funds. Okay? All right. Y'all know what time it is? Anybody know what time it is? It's that time. It's 1 o'clock, y'all.
12:53.
I have 12:59. That's what time it is. I have 12:59. It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. I'm so get that point where you're Carol there. I'm so glad we had this time together just to sing along and have some fun. How many of y'all used
Hey,
to watch? How many of y'all used to watch the Carol Burnett show?
Every night.
Man, my grandmama, boy, when Carol Burnett came on, boy, you couldn't watch nothing else. my grandmama had to watch Carol Burnett. My granddaddy had to watch Gunsmoke and what's the other one? He had to watch Gunsmoke. He was crazy about doggone Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. Miss Kitty.
He was crazy about Matt Dillon, boy, and Festus and Doc and all of them, boy. And if it wasn't that, it was Cannon. Oh, my granddad was a big man, so he loved Cannon because Cannon was a big man. Some of y'all don't know who Cannon was.
Yeah, I know Cannon.
Oh yeah. Detective.
Yeah, big old fat detective. That Cannon always got his man. He hardly ever moved, but he bought that little 38, right? That little snub nose, 38. And he ain't never missed that little snub nose. And he be doing like, pow. But he's so big and nobody could hit him. My granddad loved that show. But I'm giving y'all some insight into my childhood.
Well, Calvin, I'm watching Gunsmoke right now.
Yeah, James Harnett, Gunsmoke, starring James Harnett as Matt Dillon. He be riding on. But anyway,
that's when TV was TV.
yeah, that I used to watch that. All in the Family, the Jeffersons, Good Times. Oh man, Mannix.
Mannix, yeah.
Yeah, the Bar Squad. That was back in the day, though, man. That was back in the day.
Yeah, you're really showing your age, Mr. Butler.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, man. I know, man. It is what it is. It is what it
We're
is.
the boomer generation.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
That's what we are. But so we have to teach everyone else. But look, everybody, I have enjoyed it. It has come to that time. We have this space for about 3 hours every Saturday. So our 3 hours have come to an end. I want to know that I appreciate each and every last one of you all. All of you been great work. The work that you all do on the chat groups is just phenomenal. I love the way you all help each other and the way you all are always, there and advice and sharing. You all are sharing all types of stuff on the chat group. Amazing. The way you all share loads, the way you all share information, and you help each other out. It's absolutely. It's just amazing. It's everything that I envisioned it to be. And when we set out to start this, we had the way I pitched it to the investors was, professionals helping professionals. That's what you all do. You all help each other in this every single day. And that's the real value of what we do. You had the load boards that we provide you access to. You had the back office site, the videos that we give away for free, all that stuff. But the real value is in the network. It's in the network. That's where the real value is. And you all have to take the credit for that because it's you all that are doing the network. We just provide a space for you all to do it. We provide a structure that you all can stay within to keep y'all on point. And every now and then we have somebody that tries to do something outside of the structure, but then we remind them, hey, we have rules to our chat. And that's what keeps us positive. That's what keeps us always moving forward, always progressing. Because when I first started, we had some chat groups that were not, they were not following the rules. And a lot of them wind up getting booted out of the, out of the platform, or they wash themselves out of the platform because they just didn't perform the way you all do. So getting started, it was kind of hard for us because we had to try and implement this new way of doing business, this new way of conducting business and doing it with integrity and doing it with the idea that you're here to help each other. And you all have embodied that fullest. And I really appreciate that. Can't say that enough. Can't say
Yeah, environment is the key.
Exactly. The environment that you all have created is conducive to being successful. Okay. And I have to say thank you. Okay. I know a lot of times you all call me up and say, man, I thank you for creating this. Look, yes, we created it, but you all work it. Okay. You all work it. Okay. So, and as y'all can see here, this is just a preview of what the chat room looks like, but there's always conversation. You all are always sharing great things, and you're always helping each other out. And that's what it's all about. That's what it is all about. That's what separates us from the rest. So with that, I say thank you all. I appreciate you all so very much. And I look to you all back here on Monday for the self-training. Anybody that wants to do the self-training, let me know. Hit me up, call me up, 866-973-6445, extension 1. Let me know that you want to be self-training. I'm coming up this Monday, okay? Because every Monday we have the self-training, students helping students. Boom. All right? And whatever topic you want to train on, as long as it's industry related, fine by me. All right? So with that, I bid you all a good day. Thank you all again. This video will be available later on today. I did not post last week's video up on YouTube because somehow or another I lost the recording. I don't know how it happened, but the recording, I started downloading it before I went to bed. I think I fell asleep and it got downloaded. I think it waited too long before I saved it, and it just poof, went away. So, but it is on Facebook. It is on Facebook, so you all can find it on Facebook. All right? All right. I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a good Saturday. Enjoy the weather. I'm going to go out and finish doing some stuff to my gazebos and on my deck and try and finish up there. And I'm going to do some upgrades onto the website into as well. But, and you all stay safe out there. I know, with this whole pandemic thing going on, just, stay safe, try not to panic. This too will pass. Okay, just remember that. This too will pass. Just take the measures to protect yourself, especially those of you who are like me. You're up in age and you have diabetes or something like that. Want to be extra careful. Just be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's going on. All right, everybody. See y'all here on Monday. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you, Calvin.
All right, you too. Thanks, Cal.
Yes, you too, Mr. Butler. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah.